Gert Stadium. Sometimes it just seems the electricity is turned up for Saturday night college football on EA Sports. It's the Akron Zips and the UMass Minutemen. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Weather could be a factor. For more on that, we go to Holly Room.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. UMass will kick off and we'll be underway. He'll bring it out. It's Pride. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Inside the 35. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw it again. Here comes the heat. Got rid of it just in time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. All right, guys, let's take a minute and think about UMass. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. He's got it and still on his feet.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Minutemen! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's... These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
The Zips ready to go on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Zips trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And they swarm him under.
This quarterback showing a lot of resiliency here on this drive because first down he got sacked, second in California, he's able to scramble. And while he didn't get the first down, he's able to get a little bit of it back, and he's made this third down manageable now. Let's see if he can make another play here and keep his offense on the field.
Looking to throw on third. Makes the grab. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. They emptied the roster, put every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough for the first down.
Yeah, when you do that with all that speed on the field, you spread it out. What do you got to do? Find the matchup. Find the speed advantage with one of my wide receivers. Get that good matchup. Get the easy first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Fletcher.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And, man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Second down, he'll throw it. He's going to take off. Open space at the 25. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick them up and put them down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Zips.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into two. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
Quarterback may change this route. defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Here's a heat. They went for it all on first down, didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
That defender is lucky on that play because he was beat on that deep route. He's lucky the QB overthrew that play.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. On target. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. What a grab with one hand. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And how about the creativity by the offense? You split your running back all the way out wide. Why? You like the matchup. Like, he can be a receiver. He can run routes. He stays on the outside part of the field. They like the matchup. They throw it to him. He wins that rep. Nice job by this offense.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He takes a chance and fires it across the field. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Really good coverage by the DB there, and an even a better job of locating the football and then knocking it away.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Pulls and fires complete. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a 1st and goal.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Gonna look downfield again. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Tight end now in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. A little screen to the running back. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Minutemen! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. That is confidence in your arm strength. Look at the revolutions on that one as he zips it in there.
Confidence, arm arrogance, whatever you want to call it. You could tell he believed it. Put it right where he needed to. You got double coverage. You got to fit it in there. He believed, and he did.
The Akron offense ready to set up shop. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader, and he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football, and he's leading this team very much in the Heisman race. And guess what? Got a chance to end the year strong, make a statement, and go out and be maybe the best player in all of college football.
That's caught. It's Ginn. On the move. Makes the catch, and he's free. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Ginn. Trying to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. Running a screen on an early down, you might think you'd really catch them trying to be aggressive in a pass rush or something, but the defense had the answer that time.
Yeah, and the offense has to do a better job selling that. A lot of times when you run a screen, I need to buy time, right? I need to give that pass rush the ability to rush up the field, sneak a little bit behind them, and then dump it off. They might have rushed that a little bit in that play.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Throws a nice completion there for a 1st down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
He's looking to throw. Working that wide receiver screen. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Getting the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Third and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. Motion from the wideout. Stumbled to the ground.
And I love the defense here, playing downhill, playing fast, understanding it's 3rd and goal. I don't have as much space behind me. I can be more aggressive on that touch pass. They come up, they set the edge, they make the big tackle.
The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. He wants to throw it. Touchdown Zips. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This QB and his receiver really have found a nice rhythm early in this game. They've already linked up for a couple scores, so no surprise here before the end of the first half. They're looking for more, but give the defense credit when it's due. Nice job forcing an incompletion.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Oh, they're after him. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's going for it all. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And listen, there's different degrees of open, but in college football, that's open. When your receiver has a step on the guy, man, those are the ones you feel like you should complete most of the time, and he just overthrew that.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. That's caught. It's Ginn.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. This is a designed run. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Zips will go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play in. You've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
He's got him. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Unloads it left. Fires left side, it's Smith. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the Maryland Terrapins.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Taking the field, looking primed and ready to roll. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Well, that play was supposed to go to the outside.
Well, and the defense knew that too. They saw the sweep right away, got to the outside, understood where the ball was trying to go. Listen, if you put those guys in a cage and you set an edge really hard, make that sweep that's designed where everybody's blocking out wide to go back inside, that's a win for the defense.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. The run inside. It's Smith. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, you got to wonder about the play call there. 3rd and long, hoping to catch the defense off guard, napping, but they weren't fooled. They made a play, got the tackle for a loss. Now you've got 4th in California.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Worthy, and he's dragged down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Lost one deep down the right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a 1st down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Well, that's just a foolish penalty. You can't lose track of the play clock that close to the goal line, but still 1st and goal. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. I guess an optimist could say it's still 1st and goal, and now you have a little more room to work with. They'll move the wide receiver. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere, knocked down for a loss.
Offense trying to go push pass on 1st down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll send the back in motion. Just keeps slinging it. Here's the pressure. Still looking for a man. He'll pull it down. Avoids the punishment with the slide, and a good gain on that run.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. But wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great 3rd down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. He'll set up to throw. Trying to set up the screen. Touchdown, Akron! That one will give them the lead.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The UMass offense returns to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the air on second down. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Off the play fake on first down. Dances away. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And he's got it inside the 25.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense. And that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
They get him down, tough run, picks up 4, they'll mark it at the 19.
There's just so much for this defense to think about right now. They've had strong side runs thrown at them. Now the counter. They know that this offense can work in the play action off of all these base runs too. So much offensive volume this defense needs to worry about at this point in the game.
Run in the red zone. It's Ginn. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. And the Zips are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. So we open the final period with a third down play. It'll be a run on third and short. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down.
Well, after the tackle now, that sets up 4th and 2. And these offenses, they practice for these types of situations. It's not like they just have quarterbacks sneak in their back pocket for 4th and inches. They've got plays designed to go and get this, David, so it'll be interesting to see if this offense wants to roll the dice.
Yeah, and most of the time, I'm rolling the dice. I'm going to be aggressive. And as a defense, you also know that too. And you're ready. You're not caught off guard by offenses nowadays going forward on 4th down.
UMass ready to get things started as the offense takes the field. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. Looking downfield on first down. Right down the middle. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
And a big play on the outside. side. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets rid of it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
On 4th down, going to the air. Chucked it away just as he was hit. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. The sure hands, it's Worthy. There he goes. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Jumped on top of the pile.
Well, I love the idea by the offense here on 3rd down close to the goal line, trying to get one of their best playmakers in space with the push pass. But I love the defense, understanding where the ball is, great eye discipline. They rally to it, and they get the TFL now setting up 4th down.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early.
Runs through a man. He might have space. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Smith's got it. Breaks into the open. Smashes through the tackle. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Pocket breaking down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here, missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
They just keep firing. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Pucks it out of the air. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
When you're down like this late in the game in a 2-minute situation, you're going to have to take some risks. They're very lucky that last throw, though, was not intercepted.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. Can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out. But if nobody's open, either run the ball, get what you can, get out of bounds, or throw that thing away. Can't take negative plays at this point.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And that's a teach tape on third down right there. That's a great job by the defense, being back, understanding it's third down. If they're going to throw it short, man, I'm going to break on the football, go down, be very physical. You want to throw a slant, man, you make sure that they feel you. That's a great job by this defense, being physical, making sure he doesn't secure that catch.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Fires it down the seam. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Quickly to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.